In the race for success, many forget one simple truth. Without health and balance, even the greatest achievements feel empty. This is the story of Ananya, a young woman who discovered that true success begins within. In a big busy city, there lived a girl named Ananya. She was 26 years old and she worked as a software engineer. She was talented, ambitious, and worked very hard. Her colleagues often said, Ananya is unstoppable. But inside her mind, she carried a burden that no one could see. Her life had become like a machine. She would wake up late in the morning, skip breakfast, and rush to the office, thinking she was late. Sit for hours in front of the computer at work, return home exhausted, scroll on her phone until midnight, and finally fall into a restless sleep. She had money, a good job, and even a respectable name. Yet, despite all this, peace was missing from her life. Sometimes she felt like she was running on a treadmill, moving at full speed, at reaching nowhere. One evening, after finishing work, Ananya was walking home, feeling completely tired. While walking, she noticed an old woman working in the small garden by the roadside. The woman was quite old, yet she was happily singing as she walked. Her hands were covered with soil, but her face glowed with a peaceful smile. Out of curiosity, Ananya asked, Don't you feel tired walking in the garden for so long? The old woman smiled kindly. Her eyes rested on the blooming flowers and said, My dear child, if the soil dries, the seeds won't sprout. Life is the same. If we only work without taking care of our mind, body, and soul, we'll dry up from within. Her words touched Ananya's heart. She realized that she had been nurturing her career like a seed, but had neglected to care for the soul within, her own health and peace of mind. That night, Ananya couldn't sleep. She began to reflect on all of this and think deeply. The next morning, she woke up early, but she didn't touch her laptop at all. Instead, Ananya sat by the window, closed her eyes, and rested quietly. For the first time in years, she noticed her own breath. It was restless and out of balance, just like her life. She decided to bring small changes into her life. From that day on, she started waking up earlier each morning to practice some yoga and breathing exercises. At first, it felt unusual, but slowly her body began to feel lighter. Instead of skipping breakfast or eating junk food every day, she cooked simple dishes and began to eat fresh food. A bowl of fruits, warm soup, and vegetables nourished not only her body but also made her heart feel better. At night, she reduced scrolling on her phone. Instead, she picked up a journal and began writing in it. Writing in her diary felt like talking to a silent friend who was always there to listen. On weekends, instead of staying at home, she went for walks in the park. The chirping of the birds and the smell of fresh grass gave her mind a sweet sense of freedom. Weeks turned into months, and changes began to appear not only in her body but also in her spirit. At work, her focus improved and she finished her tasks without feeling exhausted. At home, she laughed and talked with her parents again, which made them very happy. Within her heart, a sense of peace and vitality began to blossom. One day, in a meeting, the manager asked, Ananya, your energy seems completely transformed. You look so calm. What's your secret? Ananya smiled and replied, earlier, I was only chasing success. Now, instead of chasing it, I have started seeking balance. When we care for the mind, body, and soul, success comes naturally. The moral of the story is success without health is an empty victory. True growth is holistic growth, caring for the body, giving peace to the mind, and love to the soul. Balance is not a luxury, it's a foundation of a fulfilling life. If you like this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.